Hi everyone. I'm back with the third show of my podcast, The Extra Mile. Since I am not a native speaker of English, I was concerned that I might make errors in grammar and pronunciation during the recording of this podcast. To avoid this, I decided to use artificial intelligence to do the voicing. As you remember, last week's episode focused on employer branding and the strategies you should take into account when planning it out. This week, I'd like to offer some more tactical advice. I understand that sometimes people need a bit of guidance and ideas, so I'm going to give examples of what I would do if I were to work on an employer branding project for an IT company. First, I'd go through the strategic studies I mentioned in the previous episode. After that, I'll move on to the more practical aspects, which I'll expand on in a bit. The information I'm going to provide will be broken down into three main categories. Video marketing is an incredibly popular and successful approach. I believe it can be an effective tool for employer branding. As a suggestion, why not make videos about topics that possible staff members are most interested in, such as salary policy? I'm not talking about disclosing salaries, but rather giving an idea of what to expect for entry-level, mid-level, and senior positions. It's important to remember that wages are not only about the salary. If there is a bonus system, it's a good idea to make a separate video to explain it. If you're providing stock options to your employees, why not create a video about it? You could give an overview of the wage increase rates over the last few years and include other videos to explain how your wage assessment system works. This will give any potential hires a comprehensive understanding of your company's compensation policy, leaving little to no questions. I'm not suggesting to go into the nitty-gritty, but providing a basic overview should do the trick. My next suggestion is making videos about the fringe benefits. Things such as if there is a private pension plan, private health insurance, days off, company-sponsored activities or other employee perks should be discussed. You could also create videos about education and career development opportunities. Does your company have a training program? How can a new hire improve their career? Are there ways to advance, and what are they? For example, what positions were the recently promoted people moved up to and why? Are there any partnerships with academic institutions such as master's and doctorate programs? Is there any kind of assessment and feedback system set up for employees to enhance their skills? How does this system work? I recommend that one of your staff members explain this question. For example, a member of your team could explain what feedback they received and how they improved based on that. I would make some videos with the title of career development that are similar to this one. Showcasing the workspace is also essential. You could make a video tour of the office. It would give prospective staff members an idea of where they could be employed. In addition, you would provide details on how to get to the office, as well as what kind of remote and hybrid models of work are available. Furthermore, you would explain the office hours and the opportunities you offer for achieving a better work-life balance. By covering all these aspects, you could make a few videos about the working environment that are informative and friendly. Another point to consider is the culture of the company. It's vital to establish a set of values that will constitute the culture of the organization before you even consider employer branding. It's the HR staff's job to make sure these values are truly embraced. For example, if you're claiming to be a socially responsible business, it's important to show what projects you have been involved in and what you have done. I suggest making videos that highlight all the components of your culture and why they are so valuable. We also need to talk about diversity. Does your company have a mix of individuals with different backgrounds, beliefs, and cultures? Are they all treated with respect, or do any of them experience bias? It would be great if you could explain this too. Another aspect of the corporate atmosphere is the expertise of the current staff. Everyone is eager to learn from their new colleagues, so do the personnel at the firm I'm joining have a solid command of their areas of knowledge? Could I pick up some tips from them? It'd be fantastic if I could get a glimpse of this in a video. You would come up with some videos concerning the subtopics we went over in regard to video marketing and add them to your career portal, which is the next subject. But don't think of it as something complicated. If you have a career page on your website, that can be considered your career portal. It must be operational, though most of the career pages I've seen are inadequate, not providing enough information to potential employees, and the application forms don't even work. You can put each video you made about those topics in its own category on your career portal. Additionally, you should have a form where you could receive job applications and make sure it worked properly. To get new talent to your company, once you have established the career portal, you can start running ads. This way you can make sure that potential employees are aware of your company. As a part of the preparation I mentioned in the previous episode, we have already discussed the importance of creating a list of rivals. On LinkedIn, you can create ads aiming at personnel from rival firms. For instance, you can focus on SAP consultants in Turkey, but excluding your own business from the target. This way, you will be targeting the majority of your competitors' staff. You can also specify the level of expertise. For example, you can advertise for SAP consultants in Turkey with 1 to 3 years of experience, who do not already work for you. You can do this type of ad targeting. It's important to make your ads as captivating as possible and attract a younger demographic. For example, you can use snippets of the videos I discussed earlier as ads, such as YouTube Shorts. You should aim to pull in potential staff members to your career portal from these ads. Your goal with these strategies is to make it clear to potential employees how they can have a career with your company in an honest and straightforward way and to receive job applications from these people. When you use these strategies, you will discover that the amount of job applications you receive rises notably. In this episode, I discussed the tactical aspect of employer branding. I'm looking to do a couple more podcasts on employer branding in the upcoming weeks. Thanks a lot and have a great day.